What's up, y'all? It's your boy Lil Y'all from UNLV. You heard me?
You heard me?
Welcome to my podcast, the Be Real 23 podcast. You see, check it out. You already know how I rock this thing, man. This ain't about me. This about the culture. This is about the people that I'm paying attention to, that I need to give their flowers to, along with a lot of other people that might not even know watching them, but they won't give y'all shit too. Y'all respect y'all due to the respect. But put it to you like that. But check it out, man. Go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button ASAP, and tell a friend about my podcast. Uh. Today I got a CEO that's about to run some real shit. I'm pretty sure you dig.
All the
My
time.
homie BoscoForever7 is in the building. What's happening,
What's
dude?
what's up, man? What's up, baby? How you doing, man?
I'm good,
Appreciate you,
dog. Another
man.
day. Another day. You already know for sure.
All the
Check it
time.
out, man. Let the people know who is BoscoForever7.
Man, BoscoForever7, man. I mean, let's start here, man. I'm from the Seven Water, New Orleans, man. You know what I'm saying? Downtown, born and raised all my life, man. Um, I've been in this music shit for a long time, man. You know what I'm saying? Just I'm a person today that have grown. You know what I'm saying? Today I'm a much better person than the person I was. You know what I'm saying? Um, BoscoForever7 today is a version of Freddie Greenup, who is actually, that's my government name, Freddie Greenup. But
Okay.
BoscoForever7 is a revised version of me, man. You know what I'm saying? In a musical form, in a community activist form, in a in
Mhm.
a in a form of a person that wants to give back because he feel like he been taken so long. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like I spent I did the average thing that the average kids did when they was coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like I came from a loving family, a 2-parent home. I had a mother and a father coming up.
Mhm.
My father died when I was 14, and I pretty much chose the route that I went. You know what I'm saying? Like I can stand here today before you and say that I was a follower. I wanted to be down. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to do a lot of the things that I did, but I did them because I wanted to be down. You know what I'm saying? Peer pressure,
Feel
not
pressure.
even knowing, not even knowing that I was under peer pressure as a youth. Not because I wasn't even intact of what peer pressure really was. You know what I'm saying? Doing things as I did. I see today that a lot of things that I did as a kid, where I thought I was leading the way, I was actually following somebody else's way. You know what I'm saying? Um, so today, man, I'm just trying to be a better person all the way around the board.
Mhm.
Um, I've been doing this music thing for a little while, and Bosco represents, my real nickname was really Pooh. Bosco represents my neighborhood and where I'm from in the Seventh Ward. I'm from an area in the Seventh Ward called Boscoville, which is
What
actually
is
right.
that, bro? I mean,
That
what exactly is that? What is
that's
that?
exact. That you know what Soldier Slim buried at, where the mausoleum at. You know where
Yep.
Slim buried? That's
Yep.
Boscoville. Slim is buried in
Oh,
Boscoville.
okay. Okay.
That's Boscoville behind Dillard right there. You would keep up that
Right.
Warrington, that street. That's
And the more
Warrington.
you see that thing hanging off
Yeah,
the snow,
you,
like you leave, you
yeah.
feel around Peaches way type
Right,
shit.
round Peaches way, all up in
Yeah.
that group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I ain't
like,
never knew
you
that,
go
bro.
back up in that way. There's actually a levee. You cross the levee, you would be in the old Francis W. Gregory backyard. You know what I'm
Okay. So
saying? So you come out this way. Now you're on Paris Avenue, and you're right by the St. Bernard
by the
Project,
Maribor
by
apartments,
the
man.
Mirabeau
I
Apartments
used
and
to
all
stay in
that.
the Maribor apartment.
Right. So all that, all that, yeah, you
Yeah,
know what I'm
guys never
saying?
knew that
Yeah.
shit, bro.
Right. So
Learned
yeah,
something
you
new
know what I'm
today.
saying? That's where I'm from, that neck of the
Boscoville.
woods right there, Boscoville, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Okay.
I came up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't come up from no broken family, but I chose the route I went. You know what I'm saying? I was into drugs, guns, all the shit that I shouldn't have been involved in as a youth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I went to Kyle Elementary in the Pontchartrain Park area. You know what I'm saying? Cause my
Okay.
I had a lot of family in Pontchartrain Park.
Yeah, bro.
I'm a green up. That name might not mean too much to people, but if you do some research on the name, my family actually helped develop the Pontchartrain Park subdivision where Suno was at.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah.
Bro.
So
That's what's
my
up, bro.
family was in real estate. They had real estate and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay. Yeah,
but
yeah.
DM Green Up Realty. You know what I'm saying? This was my family.
Okay.
So, as I came up and I started dwelling off into things, I played football at Pontchartrain Park. I left there. I went to Andrew J. Bell Junior High School. And I
Mm-hmm.
think this is about the time, I was already into a lot of things in junior high. I mean, in elementary. But I think during the transition from elementary to junior high is where a lot of things started to take place. Because remember, I told you I stayed in the backyard of Francis W. Gregory. But
Mm-hmm.
I went to Andrew J. Bell Junior High,
And it was in the sixth walk.
which
Yeah.
was two rival junior high schools
Right.
at
I
this
went to
time.
Worcester, so
You
I
know,
know about all
right,
them. Yeah,
right. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So I went to Bell. I was in a band. I always been
Okay.
into music.
What you
I played
played?
I played snare drum and I played tenor drum. So I
Oh, that's
played
what's up.
tenor my 7th and my 8th grade year. My 8th grade year, I was section leader on tenor. I mean, I was assistant section on tenor. I would have been section leader my 9th grade year, but I was cold on snare too. And a crab couldn't be a section leader. Sean Ruffin was our section leader at Bell. Ruffin was cold on snare. He wound up he went to K and he went to SU. He wound up being a band director at Southern University later
Mhm.
on. Um, well, he graduated and everybody that was up next was a crab. Well, a crab couldn't be a section leader. You
Right,
couldn't come there your first year and be a
right.
section leader.
Mr. Richardson was y'all band
Mr.
teacher back
Mr.
then?
Richardson, meathead. That's right. Mr. Richardson was out, you know what I'm saying? Or Doc, you know what I'm saying? Mr.
Man, that nigga
Meathead
was
was
a
out.
fool. I used to go down
Man,
in summertime for all city band type shit.
Meathead
I was
was
a hell of a
serious,
band
bro.
teacher, boy.
Yeah, man, he was a hell of a band teacher, man. He used to have me standing up with my drum with one leg, standing up on one leg. And he'd have you standing up like this for forever. And you bet not
Discipline the
move.
fuck
You
out of
bet
nigga.
not
Nigga don't even be
move.
knowing
You
what's
heard me?
going on, but
Look,
yeah, dog.
nigga asked him one day, hey, Mr. Rich, I gotta use the bathroom. He said, man, you better not move. He said, well, what I supposed to do? He said, you better think dry. What? Like he was serious, bro. If you move, you had to
Yeah,
run up and down
yeah.
the steps with your drum on, and
Man.
you know what I'm saying, all type of, you know what I'm saying. But so
Right,
that went
right.
down, and so I wound up being section on snare at Bell my 9th grade year, and I think it was during my course of time, at Bell, just I was involved. And just around the time, keep in mind, we talking like I went to Bell 85, 86, 87. I was graduating in 88. So this is when the crack epidemic was really just hitting.
In the
You know what I'm
street.
saying?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Just when crack was just coming out and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just when, young cats our age was trying to find their way. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really know we didn't
Right,
really have no
right.
direction at this time. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really know what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go. You might have asked me what I wanted to be then, and I might have told you I wanted to be a drug dealer. At this
Mm-hmm.
time, I thought it was only right to get shot down in a hail of bullets, and I thought that was some gangster shit, and that was cool, and I thought all the wrong things was right. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So,
Definitely
you
relate.
know,
Yeah.
man, I left Bell, went to Kennedy.
Damn, nigga, you went to all the
Man,
prestigious
listen, I
schools,
went to
especially with the
Kennedy.
bands, boy.
Man, listen, I went to Kennedy. I
Man.
was in a band at the K. You know what I'm saying? So, when I was at Bell, we used to be playing Woodson and Gregory and all this. It was battle the bands and,
But
who's behind band stuff, behind football and homecoming and, you
facts,
know,
facts.
meeting on St. Bernard and Broad and getting into it with McDonald 28. You know what I'm saying? Galveston and St. Bernard by the old
Right.
Mackenzies. You know what I'm saying? Bell and
Big
Gregory
time.
getting into it. They used to
And
go down like this.
back
You know what I'm
then
saying?
to me the difference was I always went to the school where I was full of pride. We didn't have numbers. Y'all
Right.
like Bell and Kennedy, nigga. I wanted to rock in them type shit, but the
Man,
school district wouldn't let it like that. Man, Bell had the numbers. We just had that pride that wouldn't allow us to say
right,
y'all was better
right,
than us. I'm gonna put you like that.
right,
If
right.
Bell
Cause
was a
look,
shit, and Kennedy was a fucking
see
shit.
when I went
For
to
real, for real.
when I went to Kennedy, when I was in the band at Kennedy, I met a lot. This is when I started meeting a lot of uptown dudes. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
I had a I had like two partners that was in a band at K, and they left and they went to Fauché. You heard me?
Mhm.
So Boom. Now I'm getting on Fauché. Fauché had a cold drum section back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Fauché used
yeah.
to, you know,
Woo.
like you had to respect the full drum section back then. If you
Had
know
to.
something about the band around this time, like, you
Facts.
know, the full, you know, like,
Hell yeah,
you know, they
man.
used
For
to be doing
real.
their thing. So this how I really, but you know, by me being into music, things like this, you know, I gravitated to that like that. But you know, as it relates to, I'm just saying all this because this is where my musical influence started. I always been surrounded around music. You know what I'm
Gotcha,
saying? Like
gotcha,
in
gotcha.
elementary school, I was trying to take a music class, learning how to play a snare drum. This is how I went to
Right.
Bell and was able to play in a band at Bell. This the reason I went to Bell and not Gregory is because I went there on a band. And I went to their band summer camp, and I had a
Okay.
cousin that was going there. He was there before me. He was a little older than me, and they had like a little band summer camp and he got me into summer camp because I was into music, and that just, you know, that was it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And
Bro.
so, boom, you know, one thing led to another, but I always was into music. So, you know, our culture, you know, and back in those days, bro, our culture was the bounce culture. You know what I'm saying? You know, we dealt
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of gangster stuff, but you know, we dealt with a lot of bounce music back then. You know what I'm saying? My
Yeah.
first rap I ever wrote was a bounce rap. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
You know, a regular guy to be real, you know what I'm saying? Like that
Yeah,
type of thing.
yeah.
Like following Slim and following, you know what I'm saying,
Right,
the patterns of
right.
these, you know what I'm saying? This what it was back
No
then, you
doubt.
know. I'm
Bro.
talking about club amnesia days and you know,
Uh-huh.
all these throwback whispers days and you know,
For
rumors,
sure.
these, you know, all these throwback clubs and stuff like that, man.
To that
So
thing.
the
Bro.
bounce culture was it was crazy, bro. You know, so as I gravitated to the music scene and started writing, like I say, my first rap was a bounce rap. You
Mm.
know, now keep in mind, you know, you had cats like Lil Slim,
Shout
UNLV.
out to my
You know what
nigga.
I'm
Yup,
saying?
yup, yup.
You had, you had the Soldier Slim. You had this when he
Shout
was
out to my
Magnolia
nigga.
Slim.
Real time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I seen like a lot of bro, listen, bro. I remember I had a chick call. She stayed in Brittany Place. This when 2001 used to be on Dryads by the funeral home.
Yeah.
You heard me?
Fucking right.
She let me use her car, brother. When I tell you I rode around for all night playing that, I was doing the Eddie Bauer all night. You hear me? She calling me, man, if you don't bring my car back, I'm gonna do the Eddie Bow, 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 bow. I did listen,
Man,
every
fuck
time I
that.
make the block
Bro,
and they got
damn.
some people right there, I'ma start it over. You heard me? I gotta make sure they get the do the
Damn.
Eddie. Man, listen, I did the Eddie Bow all night. You heard me? I'm telling you, Charlie.
Hey,
Like,
it
you
was
know what I'm
going that
saying?
bitch
Like
over.
real talk, bro. Like, you know,
Damn, dog. Wow.
man, listen, bro. I
Shit,
don't know
bro.
if you remember this, bro. I told you I mentioned this to you off camera, bro.
Mm-hmm.
When the box was out, Channel 10,
Channel 10. Right, right, right.
y'all commercial on there was from the Mac to the Mouth to the
Sure the
Cali Hill.
fuck was. Yeah, just got our video sent. Go ahead,
Now
I'm gonna listen.
check this out. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if you remember this. There was an artist that came on right behind you.
Mm-hmm.
The song was called More Money, and the artist name was Bosco Pooh. That artist was me. And I intentionally bought the slot behind you because the behind y'all because of how hot y'all song was at that time. Now the track that I used came from Fiend. Picture this. Fiend was gonna originally use this track, but he started fucking with Precise. So I was fucking with, I don't know if you know, I was fucking with Pockets Field Records at the 17th with Lil Booney, Ed, Jazz, Jazz used to cut hair on air hole, used to fuck
Yeah,
with
fat
Black
dude with the
Menace.
dread,
You
long
know, used to
dreads
fuck
now.
with Black
The
Menace with Threaten
engineer.
them.
You
He
talking
used to
about
fuck,
Jazz the engineer?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So boom, I was fucking with them, right? Fiend, well, I was calling him Ricky then. He used to be by the twins right across the street on Oleander. The studio was in a Holly Grove, you dig? And so he used to come over there. They was doing music and shit together. Before he got with Precise and got the track for I'm the baddest motherfucker alive. I'm the baddest motherfucker alive. The track that I used called More Money, that was his track. And Precise created the track that he wound up using. I'm the baddest motherfucker alive for, and this how I get that track. I
Oh,
used the track and called it More Money. Put a
got
song
you.
to it called More Money. put it on the box, and I bought the spot behind the Mac, the Melf, and the Calio to promote it behind y'all because of how hot y'all shit was. I felt like if a nigga watch y'all, whatever come on behind it, if it's hot enough, they're gonna stay there. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? They're gonna
Right, my
watch that
brother.
too. Man, that's
Damn, that was
throwback,
smart,
bro.
dog. See, honestly, dog, my fucking memory, I
Yeah,
smoke
man,
a
that's
lot.
a
So my memory, I
long
remember a
time
whole bunch
ago,
of shit
bro.
I've been,
I
and I've been
remember
through a
it
lot
because
mentally.
you're right. I remember it because I intentionally, you know what I'm saying, me and my team, it was specifically set up to purchase the spot behind
That was smart.
UNLV from the Mac to the Melf to the
That was
Calio.
smart, nigga.
You know what
I
I'm
got I
saying?
got a few questions for you that probably like resonate to the move that you made way back then. You heard me?
All
For real,
right.
for real.
Right, man. So
I
yeah,
respect
man.
that, dog. For look,
Man, most
shit, for
definitely,
real.
man.
No,
Like,
bro. See, how old were you when you knew what you wanted to do legitimate in life, dog? Like really just base and settle. Because I'm pretty sure the average person out in New Orleans that didn't have the children, I look at it like our environment automatically drift everybody off to the street and they can choose. You know what I'm saying?
right,
For real,
right.
dog.
I
Because that's
mean,
just a city.
I'm gonna
But
say this,
when you
bro.
knew that you want what you wanted to do legitimate,
Legitimately, I would have to say, like, man, to be honest, bro, it's really been recently, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have to say it's been like in the last, I'm gonna say maybe in the last 10 to 15 years of my life, bro. You know what
mm,
I'm saying? Some things that transpired because see, I gotta start here. So like I've spent a lot of my life in prison. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? And so I've been to prison 5 times. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I've been released from prison right now 4 years. I just been home. I got released from prison in September the 9th of 2020. I had 15 flat years. I wasn't supposed to be home till 2032. Me sitting here talking to you right now is a blessing by the grace of Allah. You see what I'm saying?
big time.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got a rap sheet that said Freddie Greenup will not be released from DOC custody until 2032. But Allah had a different plan for me. You know what I'm saying? So, by the grace of Allah, they passed some laws that allowed all nonviolent offenders to go up for parole after serving 25% of their time. So I did 6 years on a 15, put myself in position when they passed the laws in 17, it went in effect in 18. You know, I got rid of I stopped dealing with all cell phones, anything illegal that I was dealing with, the drugs. I became a tutor. I got 17 dudes, they GED. I taught substance abuse, anger management, living in balance, all the self-help programs that they had in the prison. Once I took them and completed them myself, I took the initiative to try to teach the programs. I also started being a mentor, you know what I'm saying? Because I found that I had more influence and I had more influence over people than I knew I had. And for me to be able to, for people to be able to bring this to me and show me how I can use this in a positive light, you know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Because my influence was actually built off a negative. You see what I'm saying? Young cats were actually attracted to me for the wrong reasons. You see what I'm
got you.
saying?
Right,
They
right,
were attracted to me because they
right.
thought, the tattoos, the goals, and whatever, a couple of stories they didn't heard or whatever, they were attracted to me for all the
Got
wrong
you. Yeah.
reasons. But if I could take these reasons that you're attracted to me and show you, well, look, you think I'm a gangster, you're looking at the goals and the
Mm,
tattoos, but check this out. I don't sell drugs no more.
big
I need you to
facts.
know that I got my CDLs that I get up every morning, 3:30 and go to, I drive dump trucks for a living. You know what I'm
My
saying? Like,
bro.
I need you to
Yeah.
know that there's a bigger picture to this. Don't get it twisted when you see me on the ground popping my shit with a couple of chains on and a watch or something, because I go to work for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. You earn
Like, you know what I'm
everything
saying? I
with
ain't in the
right.
streets. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grinding a different way now. You know what I'm saying? It's the same hustle mentality, but I'm putting it in a so my thing is this, bro. I channeled a lot of energy and a lot of time into the
Yes.
streets.
Got you.
I've been to prison 5 times, bro. The people let me out of jail 9.5 years early. You know what I'm saying? I would have to be a fool to come out here and give up that chance and give up that opportunity when I knew I left so many brothers, so many niggas on the walk that's still fighting to get out. You see what I'm saying? And the people allowed me and gave me a chance to get out here. So it's
Right.
I got niggas that's living through me. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like,
Really
so
do.
I don't just do this for me. I do this for a lot of other reasons. You know what I'm saying? Me
So
being number one because I owe it to myself, you know what I'm saying, more than anybody. But I also do it because I like to inspire. And when other dudes tell me how I'm inspiring them, they don't know they're inspiring me to keep going. Because
so
the
that
day that
right
you
there.
text me, huh? The day
That
that you
right there,
text
what you
me
just said.
and
When did you understand you was a boss? I mean, obviously you understand your gift. So when did it all come together? That look, man, I'm a boss. Everything in play. Let me do this. When did all this
I
channel?
mean, I'm gonna say I had to be about 30 years old. I'm gonna say around 2007.
That's when you fully understand stood your purpose and yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I'm gonna
that.
say that's when I fully
Okay.
understand. I was about 30 years old, about
Yeah.
2007, bro. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? Like, I felt like I started seeing that I was doing shit that didn't make sense and not I was starting to take a little slight accountability for some shit without knowing that I was taking accountability because the things were starting to get to me. Like I was starting to get tired of my situation. I was starting to get tired of, you know, finding myself in situations where the repercussions is something that I can't get out of, but
Mm-hmm.
the things that I put myself in this position for and the repercussions that I'm dealing with wasn't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like I took a lot of chances. I did a lot of shit for shit that I deemed valuable that had no value. You know what I'm
Bro.
saying? You
Yeah,
know,
gotcha,
I
gotcha.
put, like for instance, when I went to prison the last time, so prior to my Forever Money music movement, I had a movement called FGM, Felon Gang Music. I
Okay.
went to prison because a guy that was the first artist off my label used me for the Second Chance program in Jefferson Parish, right?
Mm-hmm.
He got busted with some marijuana, and I didn't know he got busted. He agreed to set up somebody, and he used me, right? Boom.
Mm-hmm.
I wound up he introduced me to a guy who he told me was his uncle. This guy wound up being a Kenner undercover detective. I sold to this guy 4 times. All 4 times I sold to him, my ex-wife was present in the vehicle.
Damn.
So upon the fifth time of me meeting him, the feds, FBI, DEA, ATF, everybody run down on me. At this time, I'm a student at Delgado. I'm going to Delgado. I'm majoring in music business, but I'm full time in the streets too. You know what I'm saying? I got my little movement going on or whatever. I'm doing my little music shit as I always do, but I'm in the streets, right? And I get jammed up. I go to jail, and in the midst of this situation when I go to jail, I'm really, really fucked up because it's like one day I was here and one day I wasn't, and I was faced with a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they ran down on me, I had a gun on me. My wife had a gun on her. They went to my house. They went in my safe. They found another gun, buku bullets, drugs, money, all type of extra shit. You know what I'm saying? So now
Right.
so now we got the feds talking about trying to question my wife and possibly want to do whatever. So being the man I am, I sign the papers, everything for me. I don't want you. I don't need to talk to her. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Period. She ain't got nothing to say about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I wind up taking 15 in the state to keep the feds from adopting the case. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? And keep them from fucking with my ex-wife. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When I took them 15 was 15 flat years. My parole date was 2030. They ran my parole time that I had did because I didn't violate myself in time with that and made my release date 2032,
Mm-hmm.
which means I actually would have been doing 17 years instead of
It's the
15.
15,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I got locked up January 21st of 2020. Um by January of 20 I mean January 21st of 2015. By January of 2016, January 11th, 2016, I was convicted of 8 charges. I was convicted of 4 counts of distribution of cocaine to an undercover agent. I was convicted of 3 counts of a convicted felon in possession of a firearm, and I was convicted of 1 count of possession with cocaine with intent to distribute. The
Mm-hmm.
only thing that saved, part of the things that saved me is when they went to the house. to, I had 14 grams of coke on me at the time, and they went to the house and they found they found whatever they found at the house. It wasn't over 28. You know what I'm saying?
I know what
So
that. Yeah.
it wasn't over 28. So, but they did later try to adopt the case because of the guns and the drugs, and they
Mm-hmm.
try to say the guns protecting the drugs and this and that.
That they
So,
always do that. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so I went through all those shenanigans and shit like that, right? So, it's 2016, man. They sent me to prison. I got 15 flat years, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm fresh on the walk up to, you know what I'm saying? I done been here before, but this ain't some place I want to be, right? But my mind state now is different, yeah. I done
Mm-hmm.
been to prison 4 times before, but this my fifth time. But the
Mm-hmm.
difference is I've never been sentenced to 15 years before, right?
Mm.
I had 6 years
Right.
before and I did 3 and came home. I had 8 years before and I did 4 and came home. But now they just gave me 15 flat and I'm 41 years old.
Hold on. The first time, how many you had? How many they gave you?
Huh?
Six.
No, I'm
You
saying
said they gave you six, and then how many the second time?
I did 2 6-year Josephs where I did 3 years
No, how
off of
many
both
did
of
they give you the first time?
six
How many
years.
years did they give you? A six
Six.
year?
6 year.
And then they gave you an eight the second time?
No, I got another 6 after that.
Oh, 2 6. They offered 2 6 3.
I
All right,
did
I'm
two
about
sixes,
damn.
then I did an 8.
So they wasn't going up. And the second
Oh
time they didn't
no.
go up there, so that still ain't you like
Yeah, yeah.
still
You know what I'm
renegade. Yeah, I
saying?
got you.
Yeah, you know what I'm
All right.
saying? So I did 2 6s and an 8, right? Boom. They hit me with the 15. But now I'm 41 when you give me 15. And you give it to me flat. So now I ain't supposed to come home, scheduled to come home till I'm 56 years old. You know what I'm saying? So now my subconscious mind is saying, damn, what the fuck they think I'm gonna do when I come home at 56? I hope I've been selling drugs all my life. I hope you don't think you about to give me 15 flat. I'm about to come home after 17 fucking years and I'm going to get a job working on somebody's roof or under somebody's car. You know what I'm saying? My subconscious mind already telling me now I'm gonna have to do the same shit that I already been doing. You see what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Just what I'm telling myself right now. But I'm confused right now. I'm really in a confused mind state. You know what I'm saying? I've been in prison like 2 years. I got 15 flat, and just being completely honest, I'm fucked up. I went to prison. I was married when I went to prison. I had been married for like almost 8 years, almost 9 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
This
yes,
was my
yes.
second joust with my wife. You know what I'm saying? This was about to be my last joust with my wife, and I don't know it yet. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, boom. I'm in prison and I'm dealing with this time. But the one thing I could say, brother, for me is when I hit the prison and when I hit that walk, I never accepted the 15 years ever. I could look you in your eyes and tell you, I never accepted it. From day one, I was like, man,
Mm-hmm.
I got to get out this bitch. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know what it's going to take, but I ain't about to do no whole 15. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I used to be telling so me and my ex-wife chatting, and you know what I'm saying, we had a mutual agreement. We decided to get a divorce, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we didn't have no relationship issues, but I felt it was unfair for me to ask you to put your life on hold for 15 years. You know what I'm
Understood.
saying? Like
Right.
at the end of the day, you're still a woman and you got needs. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
it's certain things that I just cannot do for you from behind a prison. You know what I'm saying? A prison wall. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool though. She still held me down in the capacity that she could. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
so I
right, right.
salute her to the most. You know what I'm saying?
No
Still
doubt.
to this day, me and her big old jam. She married in another relationship, happily married, but
Yeah,
we still cool. You know what I'm saying?
no
I'm cool
doubt.
with her and her new husband. You know what I'm saying?
Wrong shit,
She a
man.
real stand up woman. But at the end of the day, I say that because when I went the shit that I went through in prison, when I was in prison, when I went to prison, like I said, I was married, so I ain't had no hoes. I wasn't one of those dudes that I was out here. It was my
Mm-hmm.
my wife, and that was it. So when
Yeah.
we shut it down, like it was really shut down for me in a bigger way than it was shut down for other people. You know what I'm saying? So, but she stayed there and maintained, she was really my liaison between me and my mom because my mom been in New Jersey since Katrina. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? So she used to, maintain, give me ability to communicate with moms and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So in the midst of me in prison, man, I'm going to the law library, I'm learning shit. But one of the things was my biggest thing when I got my first rap sheet, and they said I was getting out, and my date was 2032. I didn't have a parole date, right? I didn't have no type of parole eligibility at all, right?
Mm-hmm.
And That wasn't a part of my plea agreement. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Part of my plea
Right.
agreement was that I should have had parole on a drug charges after 2 years, and I should have been eligible for parole on a gun charges after 4 years, right? Well, that didn't pan out. Department of Corrections say, man, listen, you're a three-time loser, man. It's your, you know what I'm saying, boy. You ain't talking about nothing. You getting flat time. We bill you got, I got multi bill. You know what I'm saying? So that made my time flat.
Yeah.
So they don't have to give me no good time. This is what they're saying. But the judge gave me good time in my when you sentence me in a court of
Mm-hmm.
law. You know what I'm saying? You have to
Mm-hmm.
adhere to all the things, the guidelines that you sentence me by.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can't. You can't sentence me to. That's like you sentencing me to 15. I say, nah, well, I ain't doing no fucking 15. I just won't do
Yeah.
2. I don't get to say that. So you don't get to say that you're gonna give me parole and then not give it to me.
Right.
You see what
Right.
I'm saying? You
So
don't
you
get to
had to
do that.
bring you had to get a lawyer to bring
I
all
didn't
that shit
get
up, or
so
you
that's
done it
where it come
yourself?
in. I couldn't get no lawyer. I was my lawyer. I got in the law library. I found out the things I needed to find out. I did all my writs myself. I did all my law work myself. If you look me up, Freddie
Bro.
Green up versus the state, I'm in a law book today because I won my case. You know what I'm saying? And
Now
I
I
wind up,
interviewed your co-CEO the other day. He basically was
man.
telling me that y'all, man, that y'all boy got a serious bind now, dog.
Man,
For real,
listen,
for real.
bro.
I
You know,
mean,
homie did 27 and a half years in prison, man. You know what I'm
man, y'all
saying?
got a lot,
Like,
man. Y'all niggas.
me and him never bumped in prison, man. Me and him was friends before prison. We went to
You told
Francis
me,
T.
bro.
Nichols
That's a hell
together.
of a
You know what I'm
connection,
saying?
boy.
Yeah, we went to Francis T. Nichols together. You know what I'm saying? You know, he from the 70, I'm out the 70, he out to Florida. And we actually got expelled, put out of Francis T. Nichols together, gang fighting some dudes from across the canal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all niggas special, dog.
You know
I'm
what I'm
telling you, bro.
saying?
Y'all
So
got
like,
something special going, my nigga, for
yeah,
real.
man, so when he came home and I saw him, I saw what he was on, like, it just was a collaborative effort, bro. It was just like God was leading me. So I already be on a type of time, like I had reached out to King Mac Fitness and I had then reached out to Cessful Fire Pride. It's something that I want to do positive.
Shout
I
out
want to
Sess,
give
man.
back to the community some type of way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I had went uptown on Taladano and got with King Mac, and signed up to be a mentor at the gym over there. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I've been just wanting to do something, you know what I'm saying? So when I saw what he had going on, I'm like, man, this is something else, you know what I'm saying? So we chopped it up, you know what I'm saying? And a couple of days later, I already had BDK as an artist and shit. And I was telling Bug, I'm like, man, look, I'm thinking about, seeing if Buff won't come to the table, bro. I really like what he got going on. He like, man, what you waiting for? He do, you know what I'm saying? So boom, I hit him, we chopped it up. Boom, we went met, you know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 locked in. And it really been history ever since, since then, you know what I'm saying? Because we already had a history, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
feed the
Damn, all
people
that
and
shit
forever money
made
music
sense.
is one thing now. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
When you
man.
feed the people represent forever money music and forever money music represent feed the people. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. I
Um,
like that, bro. I like
so
that, bro.
man, it's
So
just what?
you basically told me how you musically inclined and grounded and shit.
Right?
So and you also basically told me how you got the record company. You had a record company before the one you got. So
Right?
I don't think there's a need for my next question about that, other than BDK, man. Speak on my little homie, man. I
Man,
gotta
listen, bro.
bring
Let
him
me tell
up.
you about
I gotta
BDK,
bring him
man.
up,
Say,
man.
listen. He's so uptown, nigga, living violent type cat. You know what I'm saying?
That
He's so
nigga,
he's so UPT. He's so man. He's so
man, yeah,
Baron
bro.
six man. He's so all around that second. You already know what's up with him.
Yeah,
So
bro,
boom,
for real.
me and BDK met, believe it or not, over 10 years ago in the prison, right? He
Mm-hmm.
the coldest rapper on one side of the prison. They saying I'm the coldest rapper on another side of the prison, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you know how this prison should be. First of
Yeah,
all,
yeah.
is he from uptown and I'm from downtown. So this
Okay,
the you
okay.
did this the first thing, right? You know how that should be. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
making
But we got
yeah,
some
right,
uptown
right.
downtown shit going on. All right, boom. So the whole prison coming outside on y'all for this session you did. So boom, we link, we get up, we get outside, have a session, and shit, 30, 45 minutes into the session, it ain't like it didn't never come off as no battle, even though it was supposed to be a battle to everybody. It didn't. It
Yeah.
was it was more of a us vibing. Like, damn, Lord, you heard me. Like I was propping him up out the gate. He was propping me up out the gate. Like, Lord, he nice.
Bro.
I'm like, Lord, you heard what he said?
Yeah,
I'm hitting
damn,
my little partner
bro.
while he rapping. Like, you hear this little boy? Like, he nice. You
Yeah,
dig? Boom,
dog.
I'm going. He doing the same thing. So before you know it, We done been on the yard damn near 2 hours. We got CEOs, majors, colonels, lieutenants,
Yeah,
everybody in the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
that's
We
what's
rocking
up.
this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, but that led to us building a bond and keeping a connection. So one thing led to another. I got shipped out that prison. He went home. You know,
Mhm.
when he went home, he had bumped into my ex-wife. You did? She's like, man, I saw this little dude, pop, pop, pop. She said, Walmart. You did? She said, he kind of spooked me, talking about, man, you Bosco wife? She said, I ain't know what I should say. Yeah, no, because I don't know if you done did the nigga something. Little short, ugly nigga, you did? Like, pop, 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 you did something like. So, boom, she tell me who it is. So, boom, I try to tap in with him, but I don't reach him, right? So,
Yeah.
I go back to jail. You did? He go back to jail. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I come home. I don't even know he home. You did? I seen one of his cousins was friends with I'm friends with one of his cousins, Ruger Vic. Man, Vic was friends online and shit. And I saw
Mhm.
him on Vic page and I tapped in with him. And man, listen, when I tapped in with him, he like, man, we went to chopping it. I went straight to him, like, what's up? And long story short, at the time when I met him, you know what I'm saying? Like, before we even started with this music shit, like I had him under me for like a year, just on some like, you know what I'm saying? Cause your homie. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gotta get into that. You know your homie, like, you know what I'm saying? Like real, street cat, but I'm really on some shit like, bro, listen, like if you really want to do this, we really can do this, but you gotta get away from all of that. Like, cause I ain't fucking with that. I ain't on that.
Yup. Yup. The bitch cutting out. Uh, Your phone, I can't hear you. You
You can hear me
good?
now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Now the
All
phone, your
right.
phone froze. It must have rung or something, huh?
Yeah, picture how it is. That was him calling.
Oh, I'm damn. You come back in, just the stream blanked out. It might come back in, it might not. But those that's watching and those that's gonna see this, y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? We get technical difficulties, some shit that's out of my control, and I don't worry about it. So I advise y'all not to worry about it neither. You dig? What's happening, Bosco? You here? Damn. Well, look, dog, I ain't gonna. Damn. Fuck, how I'm gonna play it, man. Look, I'm gonna kill this and try to get back with you, and we're gonna do another part, dog. That's how we gonna do this, because the interview was real interesting. We got people on there. My man Stream got stuck in. You know what I'm saying? If his vocals was on here, it'd be all right, but we gonna
Right.
leave the interview. Whoa, you
Yo,
there?
yo, yo, you can hear
Yeah, I
me?
can hear you.
You can
Now,
hear me?
yeah, I was just about to end it and try to get with you another time for another part. But if you feel comfortable still running out, they can hear your
Yeah.
vocals. I can hear your vocals.
Long
We
as
can
you can hear
still
me, it's good then. Long as you can hear
okay.
me, it's
Well, we
good, bro.
good. We go
We
ahead.
gonna keep it
Continue to
going.
speak, man.
So yeah, man, we linked up, bro, and man, I just was letting him know, like, bro, like, I'm really about this music shit, bro. Like, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Because I had a couple of artists that I was dealing with prior to him, and the
Mhm.
reason I'm not dealing with them is because I need you to be 100% about the music and understand what it means to be 100% about the music. And the reason why I say that is because I'm an artist myself, and I didn't get what I could have got from the music because I wasn't 100% about the music. Today, I'm
Ooh,
100% about the music. So I got to
yeah,
start with myself. See, some of the times when I should have been in the studio, I was in the fucking streets. A lot of those jokes that I caught, if I'd have been focused on the music, what I was supposed to have been, I probably wouldn't have been in jail, or the
yeah,
situation probably would have been different, but I
right.
wasn't 100% about the music. Today is all about the music. And I ain't dealing with nobody or embracing nobody that's not about that. Because Forever Money Music, that's what we about.
I feel that. I like that, my nigga.
But
Feel
we
that
the music, you know what I'm saying, to be forever.
for real, my nigga. It's like my take on that. Whatever. Hello, you here? Damn, man, I've been fucking up. I've been fucking up an interview, man. Damn. Gotta get it together. Bosco. For sure, my nigga.
Man, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you now. We back, we back.
All right.
Say whatever it's like my take on that is, whatever you do, dog, you gotta go full throttle with it, especially in
Right.
today's world.
You
You know what I'm
got
saying?
to,
You
you
can't
know
be
what I'm
half
saying?
stepping.
Right. So
And one thing I took and I really, I could have took it a little earlier than I did, but I think about it nowadays. Now my whole life different, really, dog. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? I'm
right,
thankful and blessed for that. You know what I'm
right,
saying? I
right,
don't regret it because my whole goal from the jump was to get what I need to get and get out the hood. I don't want to be in the hood. What the fuck I want? What I want to set goals for myself. I won't
right,
stay stagnated to where I'm at. You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right. You know what I'm
But I
saying?
mean,
So
you
like,
can't. Slim, baby, brother used to tell us, dog, that was the main thing for fucking with that man to say, bro, you cannot have one foot in the rap game, in the music industry, and be on the street at the same time. You can't do it, dog.
you
Not
can't,
if you
bro.
want
Like,
your full potential
right.
to show, my nigga. You can't do
Right.
it, bro.
And so I explained that to him because this is where I lost that myself as an artist. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
This was a downfall for
right.
me. So I can't allow you as my artist to make the same mistakes that I've already made. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Having knowledge of
Facts.
the shit, you know what I'm saying? That would be frivolous on my end. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro.
So,
For real.
the first thing I did was took him out his element. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, I took him out the whole uptown element. You know what I'm saying? He don't even live in the city. You know what I'm saying? That was the first thing. Get him out of that environment. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because in order to shape a person's mind, first you gotta get them out of that everyday element where they feel like their mind has to be like this. You know what I'm saying? I had to bring him some
Got
sort
you.
of comfort level first. You know what I'm saying? Where he could feel
Mm-hmm.
like he could relax a little. You know what I'm saying?
You'll
So he
get the
can
best
focus
out of them that way too.
so
You
he
know
can
that, right?
focus on the music. You know what I'm saying? So he can really focus on the music. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a person that's unable to focus on music when he's in a hostile situation or hostile environment, or not even necessarily hostile, just feel like it's possibility of hostility. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So, you know, just trying to be there for him in a capacity that people wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, and do
Yeah.
some shit for him and show him that I really believe in you and what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and it made it real easy because can you hear me still?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, you
All
back.
right. Not only does not don't only does he believe I believe in him as an artist, but he believes in me as a CEO. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that helps. You know what I'm saying? Like that makes
Right,
it.
right.
That makes it that more stronger. You know what I'm saying? Because he believe in my ability to put him in position where he need to be. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you're dealing with somebody that you don't really have a friendship and a bond with, and it's
Mm-hmm.
strictly about the music because now they're looking for the financial gains. They're looking for all the
Mm-hmm.
things out the gate. They're not because y'all don't have a relationship. It's strictly about the business. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
But
yeah.
me and him got something outside of the business. We have a bond. We have a relationship. That's my brother before that's my artist. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna
You know
make
what
it a
I'm
lot
saying?
easier. All you gotta do, like, I'm pretty sure you got kids. You tell your kids about an experience you done been through. Hopefully they'll listen so they don't have to go through it.
Right.
But everybody kid ain't that close with them. You know what I'm saying? That's your nigga before business came. He respect your mind genuinely. You tell him what you done been through, he gonna listen because he respect your mind already. So that's gonna make the process easier for both of y'all.
Right, right. And it has, bro. It has, you know what I'm saying? And so with that, we've been able to work, you know what I'm saying? We've been able to put a lot of work in, getting a lot of shit done. Right now he just had a new son, man, you know what I'm saying?
No
His
doubt.
baby a month old, you know what I'm
Congratulations, man.
saying?
See
You
that
know what I'm
thing,
saying?
bro.
Yeah, man. So he out of town, he's spending time with his son right now, you know what I'm saying? We keeping things
Yeah.
going, just staying in the lab and you know what I'm saying, having new projects, new things going, you know what I'm saying? We got the movie Young Steppers 2 about to hit Tubi shortly, man. He got a nice big role in there too. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's
That that
up, bro.
that was executive produced by Forever Money Music. It was
See,
written,
I
produced,
wanted
and
you to speak
directed.
on that, man. You got
Yeah.
a new movie. I wanted to, make sure that you remember to
Speak on it.
yeah, definitely speak on it. Just
Yeah, man. Most
promote that
definitely,
thing,
man. So
man.
yeah, man, we got Young Steppers 1 is out now on Tubi, man. You know what
Okay,
I'm
I'm gonna check
saying?
that out in a minute. I'm gonna check
Most
it out
most definitely
today.
check that out. Young
Young
Steppers
Steppers
1, man.
one.
Young Steppers 1, man. You know what I'm saying? Steppers is Steppas. You know what I'm saying?
I saw the
This
cover, but I know
Yeah,
I've been
it was
seeing the two advertisements.
Yeah, you're saying the two advertisements.
All
So
right,
one
all
is
right.
on there already. That was written, produced, and directed by Sky the Genius, man. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to her, man. I had a small role in part one, man. You know what I'm saying? She gave me an opportunity in part one, and it
She's a
was a blessing.
director, producer
She
from New Orleans.
Yeah, she's from New Orleans, man. She wrote, directed, and produced this movie. It's a true story about her brothers. She had a brother that
Wow.
was actually killed in the streets in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? And
I
if you,
damn, my bro.
yeah,
So
so
let me
man,
ask you this on that. How did you get the opportunity to be involved in that?
so
And
I'm gonna
then
tell
you
you, I'm
now
gonna
you
tell you.
actually executive
So
producing the second one. So how did all
right.
that come about, man?
So let me tell you how that came about. So I saw her advertising the movie, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I know why one Killer. You there? I know Killer. He was in the he was in the movie. She was advertising it, and she was asking for people to come out with different roles, and she was auditioning and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I had to miss everything. You dig? All that
Mm-hmm.
shit was over with. She was advertising the movie, so I told her, I hit her. I'm like, look, man, holler at me for part two, man. I'm trying to fuck with someone part two if the opportunity open up. She was like, all right, cool. So boom,
Damn. You two tripping today, man. Bro, the shim shine type ass shit, man.
hello, we back.
Yeah.
All
It
right.
tripping, bro.
Yeah, man. So it's good, bro. But man, maybe a month later, man, she called me back a few weeks later and called me like, look, man, she like, man, I got a little small role for you if you want it in part one. You did.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, yeah, cool, you did. So she let me know what it was about. Boom. I came, I did the small role, my name Boss in the movie, you heard me? My name
Yeah.
Boss. So boom, I came, she gave me the script, I did it, boom. It was cool. So I guess just over conversation and just doing different things with her and shit, building a little relationship and shit. When it got time to come shoot part two, you know what I'm saying? She extended my role in part two, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
just after a couple of conversations and her, she extended the opportunity to me, man. She had some investors, she was looking for some investors. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And man, she extended the opportunity to me, and man, one thing led to another, and shit. Part two is executive produced by Forever Money Music now, man. You
Man,
know what I'm
that's a
saying?
blessing, bro. That's
And
what's
so,
up,
like,
bro.
with that being said, that
Man.
allowed me to just add some extra things to our resume. You know what I'm saying? As a whole, as a
Right,
brand.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
There you go.
that's really big. Like I really appreciate her for that because, people don't understand how the steps you have to take to get to certain steps. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To
Yep.
somebody
Yep.
else, it's probably not that big, but to have a movie
Mm-hmm.
executive produced by my brand and my company and my label, you know what I'm saying? Like that's big as a whole for me.
Big, man. You got
We talking
yeah,
about a
bro.
dude that 4 years ago was in prison, man. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
impressive, my nigga.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why
Like,
that's why I chose to, I ain't know all this shit, dog, but I knew something was going on with you, dog, because
right,
the people you surrounded around,
right,
you know what I'm saying? When motherfucker tell you pay attention and you know who your crowd is, whatever, my nigga,
right.
man, you got some. I knew something was special there, dog. I
Right,
really
right, man.
did,
I
dog, for
appreciate
real,
that, bro. I appreciate you for
for
even
real,
acknowledging
dog.
that, man. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what I'm
Like,
saying? I
I
mean that, my
appreciate
nigga,
that.
for real.
I
See,
appreciate that.
for sure. Let me ask you this, bro. What's your ultimate goal as a businessman?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, bro. I tell everybody this, bro. My ultimate goal and part of my reason for, bringing, the collaborative effort with Feed the People and just trying to do something different. Like, I feel like right now, you
Hmm.
talking to the next Cash Money. You talking to the next No Limit.
I
You
feel
know
the
what I'm
same
saying?
way. I feel the same
Like,
way.
a few months, a few years, whatever it's gonna take, we're gonna be able to look back and we're gonna say, man, he told me that. We not just trying to be another local label out of New Orleans. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
how do you not be another local label out of New Orleans? You have to add different dynamics. You have to bring something different, a different element to the table. You know what I'm saying? Because we're a music label, we don't just have to be focused on music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, yeah, we need to bring good music too, but if we can bring some other elements that helps the community, that help kids, that help the people just in any type of way, that's a positive outlook.
No
And this
doubt.
infects it and in turns helps our audience to grow in a positive light. You know what I'm saying? It's about building our brand, building awareness, establishing an audience bigger than New Orleans. We trying to reach the masses. You know what I'm saying? How do you not
Hmm.
be another local label by not just shooting at local targets, by not just trying to
Bit playing out again. He dropped some jewels, man. There we
hello?
go. Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go.
by not just trying to be a local label, you know what I'm saying? So, we just trying to keep going, man. Like we focused on the bigger picture, man. Like right now, I tell a person all the time, like BDK is our focus. Like I believe in dude. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We open to signing all type of artists. I got a female artist that I'm in talk with. I don't care if you gospel. There's a platform for everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
But
bro.
we focused on BDK, you know what I'm saying, right now, because you have to understand what we're dealing with right now, like focusing on the industry. Like, so right now, I feel like it's the best time for an artist in New Orleans specifically.
YouTube job, bitch. Tubi, Tubi. Whoa. I wish ain't come back. Whoa.
It ain't come back yet?
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
All right. So yeah, man, just trying to keep some motion going, man. Like trying to bring some different elements to the table, man. I feel like, Forever Money Music, man, feed the people, bro. Like we
Mm-hmm.
trying to collaborate. We got some collaborative efforts where, we collaborating with people in other states to feed homeless kids, to feed kids like outside of our communities, to bring
Mm-hmm.
brand awareness to not just Louisiana and New Orleans, but to the world. You know what I'm saying? Like we have a bigger picture. We not, my community, my state, my city is always gonna be number one. But man, they got people and kids that need us everywhere.
Everywhere.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like
right,
people could
right.
use our help everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You hear my co-CEO always talking about it's lunchtime. He feeding the people every day. He give y'all a positive affirmation, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so we got this thing that we creating called Lunchtime Live, where every
Mm-hmm.
day at lunchtime, me and him is gonna go live, and we're gonna speak about that affirmation, and we're gonna
Okay.
allow other people to join in and give their input and feedback. And if we can give you a positive message that day, because just because he give you an affirmation, you might need to talk to somebody. We
Yeah, that's some deep shit, nigga. That's a nice idea too. Well, look.
with us, you know what I'm saying? We can share with them and try to build, you know what I'm saying? And make
Right.
things strong, you know what I'm saying? Because listen, bro, like we can never forget this, bro. Just like everybody's in need. We need y'all just like y'all need us. We need the people. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like just like we trying to feed the people. You know what I'm saying? We
People.
trying to give them positive. We trying to uplift our community and all that. But there's a lot of people that need to be fed. But you got to
Yeah.
understand when we feed the people, we also feed ourselves because we some guys that come from a lot of struggle, a lot of dark days, a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Man,
No
my man
doubt,
did
my bro.
27 and a half years in the prison. They sentenced him to die. He wasn't even supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? They didn't want him to see the streets no more. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So every day is a fucking holiday. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? The people
Real
told me I
talk.
wouldn't be out here till 2032. Today, man, I'm a first time homeowner, man. You know what I'm
See
saying?
that
Like,
thing,
you know what I'm saying? I ain't
bro.
been home 4 years. I'm a
For
homeowner,
real,
man.
dog.
You know
I'm
what I'm saying?
talking
I got a
about,
lake in
man.
my backyard, man.
Man,
Like this
nigga,
ain't no cap
testimonies
in
be
my
man.
this, I ain't just popping this shit just to be popping it. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
nice. I got
right.
my
It
house.
be the thing
But
right
but
there.
listen,
You know?
bro,
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
proud of my accomplishments
I
now.
feel
I
you,
say
my
this
nigga. I
because
feel you,
all those
dog.
years that I was in the streets, bro, I've accomplished more in these 4 years that I've been home working and doing the right shit than I accomplished all those years when I was in the streets with the street money, bro. You know
Man,
what I'm
bro.
saying? Like,
Shh,
I was never a homeowner when I was in the streets. You know what I'm
bro.
saying? I ain't
Hey,
own no
dog.
home then. Everything I had, I was renting or leasing. None of that shit wasn't mine. You know what I'm saying? Time I stopped paying a bill or a note, the people gonna take that shit from me. Cause that wasn't my shit. I ain't own nothing.
Man.
I thought I had a whole lot of shit, but I ain't had no assets. I had a whole bunch of shit that ain't had no value.
Mm. Man, yo, I'm proud. You
You know
wrong,
what I'm
dog.
saying? Like,
See that
so
thing? Real talk, brother.
yeah, man. So
Real.
today it's about trying to have some shit that got value, man.
Bro, I'm
I ain't
glad you
trying to.
recognize. I'm glad you recognize what the man upstairs done for you, my nigga.
Man,
For
listen,
real,
bro.
for real.
Like
'Cause,
every day
I
is a
mean,
blessing, bro. Listen, bro. I struggle. I ain't gonna sit here and play like, like I don't have no bad days, like I don't go
dude,
through it. But let me tell you what
facts,
the
facts.
let me tell you what
Everybody,
the
right?
let me tell you what the blessing in it is. The blessing is that I have the ability to struggle, that I have the ability to go through what I'm going through. Because
Yep.
what you gotta understand is I can always put my mind state back in the mind and say, listen, I could still be on a prison yard hoping somebody send me some money this week so I can go to commissary. Because we can't forget that the people said they didn't want me out here till 2032. And
Big
it's
time.
2024 and I've been home 4 years. We can't forget
Uh-huh.
that. I can't let that slide. You might could, but I
And
can't.
dude,
I can't.
that's gonna be the fire, the fuel to your fire every
Yeah,
time
I
you
can't.
think
I
about
can't let
going to
that
bed,
slide.
nigga.
You
For
know what I'm
real.
saying?
Man, I
So
can't get comfortable for real.
I
And that
can't
and
do it,
that
bro.
that right there lets you know it should give you like the confirmation, my nigga. I'm gonna be what you just said. You're gonna be the next B and Slim
Oh,
for real.
most
Ain't
definitely,
nothing in
man.
my mind would be like, nah, I can't, nah, not me. I wouldn't believe that.
Right, right.
Shit,
You know
nigga,
what
for
I'm
real.
saying? And you say, bro, another thing, bro, you gotta believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like
Big
you gotta
time,
believe in
dog.
your ability to put yourself in these positions. Like I believe in my ability to be the next baby and cash money and the next slim. And
Yeah,
I believe in my ability to do this. You know
my
what I'm
brother.
saying? Like, and don't get me wrong, shout out to Baby and Slim. Nobody could never do it like them, but I'm
No
using them
doubt,
as for
no doubt,
motivational purposes to just let you know what I'm striving for, what I'm trying to achieve. You
for
know what I'm
real,
saying?
for
Like,
real,
you know,
for real.
nobody believed that those dudes will reach the heights that they reach today, man. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So, who's to
See
say what
that
we
thing.
able to reach as a whole, as a brand with Ever Money Music and feed the people? You
See
never
that
know.
thing. See, bro.
Sky's the limit.
See that thing, man. It's been a pleasure, a beautiful time running it with you, my nigga. For real, dog. You know what I'm saying? Lessons was learned, and you know what I'm saying. We swap. How they say swap swords, and you know what I'm saying.
Right,
Iron
man.
sharpens iron. Yeah, yeah. I'm
Man,
fucking
most
with you,
definitely,
dog. For
man. Man,
real.
I appreciate you, man. Like I appreciate you for having me, man. I look forward to meeting you in person, man, and just shaking your hand, man. You ain't
It's
tech,
all
man. You know what
good,
I'm
my
saying?
nigga.
Like,
For sure.
yeah, man. I
Whole
appreciate
time.
you, man.
So,
Appreciate your
bro, let the
platform.
people know where they can find you, and we gonna get out here, man.
Man, and look at Bosco Forever at Bosco_Forever7, man, on all platforms, man. At Forever Music, man. Underscore at Forever Money Music underscore and at Feed the People at Feed FEED underscore DA underscore PPL. Feed the People, man. All three of those links, man. Feed the People, Bosco Forever 7, and Forever Money Music, man. Tap in with us,
Push.
man. You can reach us, man. It ain't just about the music, man. If you need something to talk, you need to reach out, you need to talk, you know what I'm saying? You need some help with something in your community. If we could do something you feel like we can help with, reach out to us, man. We over here trying to do some things, man. Trying to help some people, man.
No doubt. And once again, we apologize. Well, I apologize for the technical difficulties, but
Man, it's good, man. I
shit that's out of
apologize
their
also,
control,
man.
they can't control it. You know what
Man,
I'm
it's all
saying?
good, man. And also,
Appreciate
man, let
y'all
me
for watching the interview. Tell a friend about my podcast and
most
y'all
definitely.
tune in.
Yeah, man.
Fuck
Let me
with
most definitely got to shout out the podcast, man. B23 podcast, man. We got
Be
to
Real
be
23
be real
podcast, no
23
doubt, man.
podcast, man.
Straight
We got
up.
to shout that out, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in, like, subscribe, fuck with that, man.
See
Also,
that
man,
then.
shout out to BDK, man. Y'all tap into him, follow him, man. At
You
BDK,
already
man.
know.
You know what I'm saying? That's y'all little homeboy, man. My artist is his
My
homeboy, man. He
nigga,
come
man,
up
on
under him,
top.
man. You know what I'm saying?
For
Like you watch
sure.
my little homie come up, man. So yeah, man.
Yes,
Man, love to
sir.
y'all, man. Appreciate
My
you for
brother.
having me, bro.
For sure, dog. I'm gonna get with you with BDK on some shit, man. I don't even need to be said.
Yeah,
That's gonna
yeah.
be
Tap
done,
in with me.
dog.
I know what's good. Tap in with me. It's
Facts.
good, man. You got the
For
line. Hit me
sure.
up.
Have a good one, bro.
You
One.
too, brother. Bless.
Yup.